Yo, what is going on? You got your boy AAron2420. I'm bringing you guys my PCL DL team builder for week 8 versus Zucifer, coach of the Detroit Magnetons, I believe. I'm not gonna lie. It is currently 2 in the morning. I'm recording this. I leave for vacation in 14 hours. I'm probably going to need to be having everything already up in 13, which means I need to edit this. I'm going to be sleeping for 6 of those as well. I'm going to be packing as well. So I realistically probably have like 5 hours to get this and one other video rendered, 2 edited, well, two edited and rendered, all 4 scheduled. I need to make thumbnails for all of them. So I probably have like 5 hours of time actually to do all that realistically. And I'm probably going to be distracted watching anime for some months. Let's face it. I've been hooked on Konosuba lately, and I'm probably going to be hooked on that. Watching that. So because of this, I have probably an hour and a half to 2 hours that I will actually be productive for. Maybe 3 of them lucky. Because realistically, if I sleep for... I'm going to fall asleep at like 5 in the morning. And if I sleep until noon, that gives me 3 hours to pack and all that. So I won't be on here. If anything, I'm on here letting videos upload while I do that. So because of this... this is ironically the only video I'm not doing a team builder with actual slides for, because I did it last. Long story short, I saved over my slides accidentally for my ICBA slides, so it would probably take me like a half an hour to get the template back and make all 6 slides in total for the half an hour, and it's just time I don't have right now, nor do I feel like doing. Like that's an episode of Konosuba right there. So, so I'll do that when I get back from vacation. So at the very least, I'll go over the team in the matchup. It was an interesting matchup for sure. So I might as well go over it. In terms of the matchup, where is it? Oh, here it is, okay. I thought I lost it for a second. But Zeus is a pretty interesting team, to say the least. It's not the most impressive team, but it's a decent team. I thought there was definitely issues with it, though. His full team is Protean Gren, Mega Gallade, Laters T with the Z move, Miltank, Rachi, Toxapex, Rotom Heat, Amoonguss, Romatisse, Palossand, and Articuno with Z. So there are definitely some benefits to this. His team has a lot of really scary offense between Lando T, Protean Gren, and Mega Gallade. That's terrifying. Having Rachi on top of that with like Pex plus Rotom Heat plus Amoonguss, like those 7 Mons themselves are pretty scary. And he has a Romatisse as well. Well, I think I said Rotom Heat. I meant Rotom Heat at least, but he also has Romatisse as well on top of that. Palossand is a great Mon. I think that Miltank even fits well in his team pretty much. Articuno seems like a really weird pick. I think his team is pretty good though. It has a lot of nice synergy to it. He has some nice things about it in terms of offense and defense. I think he could pull either strat on me. The issue more so with his roster comes in the fact that his team really doesn't have much for like a ZARD-X. And I say that knowing full well that I said there's Toxapex there, plus a Liner T. I'm well aware that I know those mons are there. But his team really struggles with an SD ZARD-X, and I'll go into the sets a little bit. I built basically around supporting an SD ZARD-X, because I realized how weak his team was to that. Not only that, but his team is really weak to Drill as well. He has 2 mons that can handle Drill, being Rotom Heat, but only if I didn't bring Mold Breaker, and Lando T. And Lando T needs to be defensive to handle it well, at least. It can still kind of take a hit or two if it's offensive, but like it needs to be defensive to handle it well. So, that's the other issue with this team. And realistically, the Mons, like, his team cannot take on ZARD-X plus Drill really well. So you can see, my first thought was, don't bring Drill. This was actually, this was really hard suggested, because my front office has loved, and I repeat, loved. Oh, actually, before I continue the video, I completely forgot. If you guys enjoyed the video, cheeky dance your way on over that like button. I have mentioned even in my video on Sunday I was going to forget to say it, so it's kind of funny I actually did forget to say it. But yeah. Anyway, my front office has been bullying me a lot recently. They think I'm like some sort of masochist and like that sort of thing, but I don't. I really don't, and I feel pretty attacked personally by Clutch sometimes, Splurge, and Ben. They've all been really massive fucking bullies. Same as Josh too. Josh is also on there, Ultra Player. All of them have been massive bullies late. They've been saying that because they're right that they are like excused for this. This is traumatic behavior, making me run moves that are to miss, making me run things that I know are probably the right thing but don't want to admit are the right play. But basically I was getting my ass kicked to mocks, and Splurge mentioned to me that to fix my weakness with things like with certain mons in the team, why not drop Excadrill? And it wasn't necessarily that my team was weak to these things, but the mons I could add in theory because of it would help. And Excadrill he was going to over prep in my eyes. So because of this, I felt like why not? And the logic seemed to be there, to be honest. Like, if you guys saw my last PCL game, my opponent hard over-prepped Excadrill to where if I didn't bring it, he would have been fucked. Like, he brought 2 Air Balloon Mons, he brought a Shucka Mon, and he also brought a couple other Mons to offensively handle. Like, his entire team was built around handling it, because he knew damn well he lost to it. So I sort of thought, and it took me a lot of convincing, I'm not gonna lie, but I think it was for the best to not bring Excadrill, considering the other 6 Mons I was able to bring instead. Because arguably, if I didn't bring Drill, I would have been dropping Ninetales, and I feel like Ninetales, because I would have needed Necrozma, I would have 100% needed it. Granite is way too good of a matchup, Pheromosa is way too good of a matchup, ZARD-X is way too nasty, T-Tar I would have needed for Drill to do anything, so it was either drop Ninetales or drop Zard. And I sure as hell was not dropping ZARD-X. Because after running the calcs, I realized how much it rammed his team. It was a very low-key threat. But it disgustingly breaks through his team. Anyway, though. First up, we have Common Pepe or Greninja. It's just a max speed Scarf set, just in case he brings Scarf Grand. Because I know he's going to bring Scarf Grand. It's his ZARD-X counter. It's his best ZARD-X counter. So, it's also Protean, which makes it even more terrifying. So I just gotta run the Speed Tie. And if I know he's Scarfed, and I know he's locked himself into something like a Rock Slide or something, I can always just pick it off with Water Shuriken. I don't need to risk the Speed Tie. Also helps with things like Rock Polish later T, Scarf Rotom, if I don't want to go for the Hydro Pump miss, because this thing is such a win con, I don't want to risk it if I don't need to. So, yeah, I felt like it was pretty obvious. Next up, we have Flick our Pheromosa with Ice Beam, U-turn, low kick, and drill run. 164 attack was actually, I put that 164 in attack to make sure I was gaining speed boosts, because I felt like I really didn't need attack boost versus his team. Speed was far more important, because I 2-KO pretty much everything, to be honest. Like, Pex is the one thing I don't 2-KO, and it's only if he's Fizdef Pex, which realistically, he's going to bring Fizdef Pex. Because Spidef naturally checks Greninja anyway, unless I was work up extra sensory, which I can't really make work again this game. And Fizdef is great for like a Pheromosa check. He naturally checks Spidef Pheromosa anyway, so it's obviously he's going to be Fizdef. It also helps with like ZARD-X, remotely helps with Drill, DD-T-Tar. My physical threats, like, it helps so much with. So he's obviously going to bring Fizdef Pex. And that's the only thing I really can't 2-KO, if I'm not mistaken. Besides like Rotom Heat, I guess, as well. Rotom Heat would obviously take a hit. But everything else I pretty much, if I'm not mistaken, 2-KO with this spread, which is great. I don't need any investment to kill Lando with Ice Beam, which is great. Again, that's why I'm running Life Orb versus Expert Belt, just to guarantee it. So I want to gain the speed boost. This will also guarantee that I speed creep for, if I'm not mistaken, I think I invested for... Fuck, I'm blanking hard. Let's see, what does Greninja hit again? Oh yeah. So I was creeping for Scarf Lando, creeping Greninja. That's what I was creeping for. In case if he was creeping for Greninja to not be Scarfed, I felt like that was my best play. Because obviously, if I am running a Greninja, whether I'm running it Scarfed or not, I'm running at max speed. In case of his Greninja, I would be running it to mirror his, no matter what. So I felt like if he creeped his Landorus to creep that, then I crept my Pheromosa to creep me, creeping his Landorus, creeping my Greninja. If he decides to creep that. So his Lando would hit 192. So it would hit 192. Obviously, I would go to 193 then. He would hit 195 because of Nature's, and then I would go to 196. So simple. I think my math works out. I think I explained it in a way that makes this work. If I didn't, then I'm sorry for confusing you guys. I have 148 in Spidef as well, because this will actually make it so I can take a Water Shuriken from his Greninja as well, which is, I thought was pretty impressive. I can take a 3-hit Water Shuriken at least after rocks. 4 hits, I can't. At least I don't think I can. I'm pretty sure I don't. Anyway. Next up, I gotta get through this because I just realized we're 9 minutes into 2 months. Anyway. So next up, we have, Necrozma with Photon, Knock Off, Sleep Talk, Rest. This spread actually just sits on his team, to be honest. It's my way around 1v1ing Pex and Amoonguss. I really didn't feel like I needed rocks in this. His team's not that rock weak anyway, to be honest. And even then, I feel like T-Tar would be a better rocker should I go rocks. So yeah, this spread should be pretty simple. Knockoff is just there for, like, so I don't get walled up by Rashi. And also helps knock off Scarfs from Granite if he switches hard into it, knowing that I have Photon, Rest, and Sleep Talk. So, yeah. 132 physical attack is also to get around Pex. I do more to Pex this way, if I'm not mistaken. It also helps, especially the Mungus. Mega Galley takes more from it. It does a fuck ton of damage to Lando T as well. Overall, like, everything I was prepping for, I felt like it just did more damage to. So, yeah. Simple. Okay. Next up, we have the the SD ZARD-X I was talking about. Flame Charge, SD, Outrage, Roost. This set literally 1v1's Pex. At +2, I almost guarantee the Oka. Like, it's like a 6% chance that he can live, and he has to be absolutely full HP to live, if I'm not mistaken. I forget the exact roll, but it is pretty damn minuscule that he can live that hit. Like, it's near impossible. But he can live the hit, of course. A very, very small chance. But this will guarantee, this will pretty much guarantee 2 KO though. Not only that, but if I'm versus something that's low on HP, I can just go for Flame Charge. I can, 84 speed is to guarantee outpace that same Lander spread that I was creeping, the Scarf Landers that I was talking about earlier with Faramosa. This would guarantee outpace that, because he would hit 130 to reach that margin in terms of his investment, and that means I just hit 131. Simple? Okay. Simple enough. Next up, we have Hail Ice Veil, or Ninetales, Aurora Veil, Freeze Dry, Encore Dark Pulse. Just meant to be utility. Meant to get up Veil. Speed is to outpace Rachi, just so I can maybe block it in a Calm Mind if it's going for that route. It's really also just to hit Dark Pulse and to get off Veil before it. And that also helped me scout for Scarf, because arguably this is my most expendable Mon. Because I do have a lot of other counterplay, but this is just nice to get up Veil. Of course, it helps ZARD-X sweep through his team so efficiently. But yeah, I think it's pretty simple. There really wasn't much into this, to be honest. It was just the speed. That was really it. And just to take it some shit. I didn't calc immaculately for anything, though. I felt lazy at this point. Finally, though, we have Ricardo, our T-Tar, with Ice Beam, Stealth Rock, Stone Edge, Thunderwave. Thunderwave is just for hacks. I'm not going to lie. It also stopped him from having a spam Flame Charge. If I can Thunderwave something like the Gallade or the Greninja, it helps my matchup immensely already. If I can Thunderwave both of them, that's fucking amazing. 20 Fizz Def plus 252 HP is my best way to take on Land of T. Going for Earthquake. My Ice Beam should nail it. At least I believe. I forget if I calc like perfectly for this, if I just threw in an HP and called it a day. The point is I can take it. I know I can take an Earthquake from Land of T, no matter what. And I can just kill it with Ice Beam, unless it's Yachi. Stone Edge is great for things like Rotom Heat. Rocks, I felt like this was a really free rocker. And I really just needed Rock Move plus Ice Move to patch up weaknesses versus other mons like Land of T and Rotom Heat. So yeah, 236 speed is to speed creep Rotom, if I'm not mistaken. Yes, this would speed creep Rotom Heat, if I'm not mistaken. So it should be at least for that. It might have also been for something when he was paralyzed, but I forget because I built this team a while ago and it's like 2 AM. You can't expect me to remember shit at 2 AM. Anyway, I'll see you guys in the game. Peace out, guys. Yo, what is going on, guys? You got your boy AAron2420 here, bringing you guys my PCL D League Week 8 game versus Zucifer, coach of the Detroit Magnetons. Now, he had a pretty scary team. It's a little bit interesting, a little bit weird, but I think that what he brought was very logical, to be honest. I think that he brought what he needed to. He currently brought Mega Gallade. I brought Mega Galcade for some reason with Galadites with Inner Focus. I believe that's what it gets. Miltank makes sense. I wasn't necessarily expecting it, but I definitely do see why it was brought. Greninja. This is Protean as well, so I gotta be careful of that. Toxapex. Jirachi with Serene Grace, and Landorus T with Intimidate. So, in terms of a lead, he actually has a lot of good hazard options, to be honest. Almost everything I would argue besides Mega Gallade could be a good lead. So I definitely do have to be careful about that. However, I think that my best lead by far here would just be to lead off with my Greninja and just try and gain momentum from there. Because if he goes in, let's say, Toxapex, I can go into my Necrozma. If he goes into Jirachi, I can also do that. So I have counterplay, obviously, no matter what he leads. So I'm going to just go for that, and I'll probably just click U-turn turn 1, unless he leads with something that actually benefits me. But I feel like 9 out of 10 case scenarios, wow, I can't talk today. 9 out of 10 case scenarios, I'm best off just clicking U-turn. Especially if he leads off with that Greninja, to be honest, that would be great for me. Mainly just because I don't expect him to prep as if I'm Scarfed. But if he does, then I mean, that's well played on his part, but he'll need to win a speed tie. So he goes into Miltank. That is pretty expected, not gonna lie. I'm not overly shocked that he went into Miltank. I'm just gonna click U-turn here. In terms of my Miltank switch, I believe I just want to go Necrozma, if I'm not mistaken. I guess my to only show custom spreads. My Necrozma is Rest Talk this week, as if you guys skip the team builder. But it should be EV to guarantee take a bunch of Seismic Toss while I'm asleep. So he couldn't really do anything to me. Obviously, he takes nothing from me either, but I can knock off his leftovers at least. I can then try and outstall him. I don't want to go into, let's say, Faramosa here, in case he has Toxic, which he might click trying to predict a switch in, let's say. So I think my best play, yep, Toxic. What can I tell you? So this is why I didn't want to bring in Faramosa so early on. Having that Toxic turn 1 would be like no actual play. I want to scout a Scarfer first and just play really aggressive with Pharaoh late game. Because Pharaoh will outspeed everything that's not Scarfed. I just want to find that Scarfer. So I'm going to go for Knockoff here real quick, because Knockoff is really free. Milk Drink, that is fine. He's not going to know that I actually have rest on this, which is actually really good. It'll help me 1v1 things like the Pex, for example, if he has T-Spikes. It'll help me 1v1 Mecha Gallade as well. Especially if I get my knocked over stuff knocked off and I have a healthy amount of HP. Sadly, I didn't bring Toxic. I should have probably brought Toxic, but I got walled out by Irachi that way. At least this gets rid of Scar for leftovers. So, I am just going to click Photon here real quick, and then I'm going to click Rest. Seismic Toss, to be expected. So far, the Miltank has Seismic Toss, Milk Drink, and Toxic. Milk Drink, Seismic Toss. Okay, so also, he's actually not that defensive, though. To be honest. Like, he's in range after this one of dying. I think my play here, honestly, is to... My play, honestly, might just be to go for... I can either kill this right now, and I lose my answer to Mega Gallade really early on. I think I have to go for Rest. I have to keep this thing around. It's going to be really important for late game. Also, I don't anticipate him to... Yep, I was going to say, I don't anticipate him to just let me kill this. It's a really important mon for him as well. So I'm going to click Rest here. This will hopefully force him out as well. Because you'll see, obviously, that I have Rest on my Necrozma. So you've seen 3 of his 4 moves. His last move is probably, honestly, Heal Bell to get around Toxic, which is perfectly understandable. I'm just going to click Sleep Talk, because whether Knockoff or Photon go off here, it'll hurt everything really badly. Besides, literally, unless he goes Hard Greninja here. It'll hurt everything really badly. And if he does go Hard Greninja, I mean, that's fine. I do, at least... My plan, honestly, is just to see what he goes for. Because I can take any one hit from Greninja, so my play is literally just hope for the best. But I don't I can only do so much, actually, like, with Greninja, which is a little bit annoying. Like, I don't have good switch-ins necessarily, but to be fair, switch-ins to a Protean Greninja are very, very non-existent. So, I'm trying to just fix my chair real quick. There we go. But yeah, so switch-ins to Protean Greninja are very non-existent, so you have to really just play aggressively versus it. So that's sort of what I'm going to try and do. I think he definitely does switch out here, though. I think that logically, it wouldn't actually be that bad of a play to go hard Protean Greninja here, because whether I Sleep Talk or not, he knows that 2 of my moves will not hit him, and one of them is Knockoff. So I do need to get a coin flip, essentially, and not even a coin flip. I need to hit, essentially, a Confusion on him. Because that's a 1/3 odds of actually hitting someone in Confusion. So, essentially, I'm banking on those sorts of odds right now. And I think because of that, I'm in a good position. So he's actually just going to stand and click Seismic Toss, which is fine. Because I'm burning that PP, which is going to help me actually outstall his Miltank later on. So, I honestly could care less. If he really wants to burn his Miltank on this, so be it. But I do win that Stall War every time. Especially because if I really wanted to, I can click nothing and keep my PP for later on. Which might not be a bad play, in all honesty. So, I might actually just do that. But I kind of want to keep my... I don't mind burning Sleep Talks this early on. It's worse if it came down to it. Like, I have 15 left. I think at least I can go to 8. I want to keep at least 8 around for later on, because it'll help with things like Pex. Because this will actually be a very important mon for things like Pex, Irachi, Gallade. So I do want to keep enough around to the point where if I am asleep, I can at least kill those off in like 2 hits each, and then have a couple extras just to spare. So, mainly just in case he does like any switches or if I get bad rolls. So that's fun. My guess is he's going to click Seismic Toss again, which is fine. And that play's obviously going for Photon. Maybe he'll switch out, but I mean, I don't anticipate it. If he does, then well played on his part, but I don't see it. His only switch-ins would be Rachi. Wow, excuse me. His only switch-ins would be like Rachi or Greninja, because otherwise Pex gets nailed by Photon really hard. Lando takes a fair amount from Photon as well, actually. I'm pretty sure it's guaranteed you a KO'd. Mega Gallade is taking a ton from Photon, especially in pre-form, because it doesn't get the defense boost. I'm pretty sure it takes around like 80% in pre-form, because I know I do at least around like 60%, if I'm not mistaken, with the Mega Form. I might actually do more than that, not gonna lie. Gallade. So versus Gallade, like normal Gallade, I do around 73% minimum. So, doing no bulk Gallade. So Seismic Toss, that is fine. That was, again, to be expected. So that is fine. I should be able to chew. And Photon goes off. We do a fair amount. In terms of what I want to do here, so this is clearly a very stall set at first. I think my play is honestly to just go for... I might go for T-Tar and just try and get some para hacks on him. But I feel like, because I feel like I don't overly need this around necessarily versus this team. I think that in terms of my team, I can definitely just win with Pharaoh. T-Tar is almost, I'd argue, a liability versus a lot of things, but I could just Thunderwave on a switch. Realistically, if you just click Toxic here, it's fine. If you click Seismic Toss, that's fine. He has nothing that can actually hurt me. So I'm just going to go hard into T-Tar and click Thunderwave because it'll be nice versus whatever comes in. Because my guess is he will hard swap versus T-Tar. I don't see it happening versus, I don't see it happening versus Necrozma, but I do see it happening versus T-Tar. Yep, he didn't switch out. Okay, that's good. And literally whatever he goes into, I'm fine with. Because if he goes hard T-Tar, that's the only thing I couldn't just Thunderwave. And if he does go hard T-Tar, then I just Ice Beam next turn. Toxic, that's fine. I'm not overly concerned. As I said, T-Tar is definitely by far my most expendable mon. And this Sand Chip will help me break down this as well. As well as, of course, the Parahex, which will allow me to beat it better with Necrozma later on. And also I can scout and see just to make sure that is Heal Bell is his last move. So I think it's my best play. It'll at least give me a free turn to possibly crit a Stone Edge. So we'll see what happens. He might just switch out here, though. I could very well see that. T-Tar, Land of T doesn't exactly seem like an unlikely switch in here. But, yeah, we'll see what he goes for. He might also actually just go hard Mega Galliad, but I feel like that's a little illogical considering the fact that I could always crunch. So, shout out into All Might. That is definitely Lando. Go, that's Galliad. Oh. Oh, shit. Okay, that couldn't have been better. That legitimately, the only way that could have been better is if that was Greninja, in all honesty. If that was Greninja, I think I just won the game. But this is a close second. This is a really close second, actually. So, yeah, I'm fine with this. He has no rocks up versus me. And I think ZARD-X is looking like a snack right now. Also, I just realized he didn't bring his fairy. Which is really fucking good for me. Because then I might just win with Zard. I'm gonna get Brox real quick just for some nice chip. This will help break any sort of Sash Landorus or really just any Sashmon, whether it's Greninja or Lando. I don't see anything else being Sash. Like, there's no such thing as a Sash Rachi. It just wouldn't come. It's too naturally bulky, and I don't have anything that would necessarily Rachi could abuse by having Sash. Miltank obviously is going to be hurt because of the chip. And once Rachi's gone, I can also just spam, I can just spam fucking Outrage. So he goes for Thunder Punch, that's fine. I could care less. Thunder Punch. Okay. And he is paralyzed as well, which is nice. I'm going to click Stone Edge here. All I need is the chip. I could care less about if this thing actually lives or not. Because next I literally just go into my Ninetales and I set up Veil. Because it's so free right now. That is fine. I didn't expect it to do much damage. I'm just trying to get chip. Yep, and this is how we get it. So, regardless, we are going to die this turn. Alright, so that was unfortunate. Tyranitar 0-1. Miltank 1-0. Alright. That's fine. We go into Ninetales here, and we literally just click Fail. Because I don't want to necessarily risk him, like, hard swapping. He's going to obviously go into Rachi. I feel like it's pretty obvious. But I can at the very least try and sort of play around that. So, I'm just going to go for Veil here. I should be able to live a Scarf hit, unless he's Adamant. If Rachi does, like, hard come in. And if it's not Scarf, then I just click Dark Pulse. So, he's paralyzed. That is unfortunate. My Dark Pulse should obviously do more to him than, so, Gallade Mega. So my Dark Pulse should do, like, nothing to him, actually. Freeze Ray would do more. I just want to make sure. That's, yeah, that's, like, no damage. Holy shit. Okay. I'm just going to quick Freeze Dry, maybe Encore him to something bad, and then abuse it. A couple of these will kill, which is very nice. Toxic, that's fine. I'm going to actually Encore him into this, to be honest. No, that's a bad idea. My better play is honestly just clicking fucking Freeze Dry again. And claiming the kill. Because there's no way he's going to preserve this. It's too worn down. This also does kind of reveal, though, that he doesn't have Heal Bell and Miltank. He would have definitely preserved this if he did. There's no way he would have no reason to sack this, to put into perspective, if he had Miltank. Because it would have been so nice later on. So, that's fine. Well, we had Heal Bell on it. Gallade. Mega 1-0. Wait, no, 0-1, my bad. Ninetales A1-0. There we go. So we're 5-5 right now. He's definitely going to go hard Rachi here, which is fine because I could just click a Dark Pulse. If he's not Scarfed, then that's even better for me because I will know. He's going to go to Yuga, that's definitely... Yep, Rachi. How can I tell? It's crazy. Alright, so... we do Veil Up as well, which is really fucking nice. Dark Pulse, so we do know it's not Scarfed. Okay, that's great. We do a fair amount. Okay, I'll take it. Ancient Power. Oh, I see. He's one of those people. Okay, that's fine. He's actually just gonna throw. Because if I go for 2 more of these, I might actually be like, I can kill him. So if he doesn't get a boost in the next one, I actually beat this Rachi 1v1. Which is phenomenal, because it means no hacks. Uravity, that's fine. I'm gonna try and encore this Miltank into something that I can abuse with my ZARD-X, to be honest. Fuck, I can't even do that. Alright, well, time to just go for the Freeze Strike. It's stab. Waste that shit. I mean, that's fine. Actually, I'd prefer this. I prefer this to live. Miltank, that's fine. Perfect. I don't want to necessarily have this alive. If I'm being honest, I would rather have the free bring in to something else. Also, knowing there's Rachi's this chip will actually be really nice for later on. So, Mega Galliard went for the Toxic, if I'm not mistaken, so I got the kill. Okay, so I'm going to actually just bring in my Theramosa here, and I'm just going to click Low Kick, because the switches to it don't exist, besides Pex. But if he goes for Pex, I mean, I could just click Drill Run after that. I could also just click Drill Run now. So, the issue with that, how much does that actually do to Miltank? We know he's not necessarily hard Fizz Death, because of how little he was, like, how much he was taking. Okay, so my best play would obviously just be to click Low Kick here. It's a no-risk play. Does Low Kick plus Drill Run kill Pex? It does not. Okay. Then I might actually just click U-turn here. Mainly just so I can avoid, okay, that's fine. I would say, because then I can avoid getting Toxic as well. And I can just go hard Necro. Because I believe, no, I'm going to actually just go hard Gren. Because Gren at least can afford being Toxic. And I do get a free Dark Pulse as well. Because the switches to it don't exist. If you click Milk Drink here, that's fine. You click Toxic, that's fine. Okay. I could care less. Because this will obviously die to a Dark Pulse. Actually, I'm just going to click... How much does U-turn do? Versus it? Versus... Miltank... I do like 10%. Okay, I'm gonna click Dark Pulse 100%. Because his switches to it suck. Okay, perfect. So you have this dead. Miltank is dead. That's like his only Mon with recovery left. Alright. So now he has Rachi, which might have Wish, but it definitely has Ancient Power at least. He has a Greninja, he has a Toxapex, he has a Lander T. Okay, so he brings in this. That's pretty obvious. Alright, so I'm just going to go hard Necrozma because it's literally meant to 1v1 this. And then from there, I mean, now that Pex is in though, I can actually start using this to set up. I would sort of rather just out Solace because I don't want it going for Toxic and then that fucking me over. So I'd rather just go for into here real quick. You got the burn, that's unfortunate, but it's fine. I'm just going to knock off first because this thing can never actually kill me. And this will also prevent like a Rachi from coming in and abusing things. This will also, well, not necessarily prevent, but at least stop it from keeping an item. It also will possibly reveal a Grand item. He does my full moveset by now, so it wouldn't exactly surprise me if he did go hard Grand. I would completely understand, but it would hurt him, of course, in the long run. So I'm sort of hoping he does, but I wouldn't be shocked. He's going to withdraw. Okay, so is he going to go hard Rachi? He's going to go Red Riot. This is Lander T. Okay. I'm really fine with this, actually. I honestly couldn't be more fine with this. Because this will reveal a lot about the Landers as well. Yep, he is Z Landers. Okay, good to know. Let's make him burn a Z move real quick, and then abuse that with ZARD-X. Okay, so I'm going to click Photon. If he wants to pop a Z move real quick, I'd be so fine with that. I could actually probably just go into, now that Miltank's gone, I could definitely just go into Gren and Pharaoh and just start cleaning buttons as well. Because just spamming U-turn and then going to Zard is nice pressure. So we'll see what I can do. I don't know how much I can do necessarily, but I'm pretty sure that ZARD-X should still be able to win this, which is really nice for us. If it can't, then I mean it is what it is, but I'm pretty sure that ZARD-X should still be able to win this game. Because Outrage should be nailing everything. At this point, I'm pretty sure Outrage at +2 would even kill Rachi. So if I can get that speed boost and then SD up, he's gonna go for Rock Polish. Okay, that's fine. I click Photon here. Also, I do have Scarf Water Shuriken on Gren specifically for this, so I could care less. And this should do like around 60. Oh, that's a pretty bulky Lando. Okay, well, that's fine. Versus Lander ST. Should still be doing around 50%, so I could care less. I would literally need to get, I think even 2 rolls should guarantee kill at this point. So I could care less. +2 speed definitely is an annoying speed tier to hit, of course. But, I mean, we have to take it as we will. Yeah, I would say that'll definitely outpace, even would outpace Scarf Hermosa. So, that was a very nice break in his part, of course, but it won't necessarily matter versus us. And Pex, as I said, I can shy that off with ZARD-X, so I don't care. We do know it's obviously Rock Polish, though, and Z-move. Rock Polish. I believe this is Rockium Z, if I'm not mistaken. It's either Rockium or Flyinium. I believe this is Rock. Is it Rock? It's Fly. So Z Fly. Okay. Okay. So Lando is obviously going to kill here. That didn't matter for sure. Necrozma. 0-1. I'm gonna go hard Greninja here and just click Water Shuriken. If he switches out, then that's very well played on his part. And I think at that end, I would actually just sack my Greninja and then just go into ZARD-X and start trying to take advantage. But I think my play is definitely just go for Water Shuriken because it should nail him 100%. If he somehow lives, I got 2 min rolls and he's like a Spinefilado T. That's literally the only way. And I mean, in that case, I would just be ready to say GG and call it a day. But I'm pretty certain that I do get the kill here. There's almost no way that I couldn't get the kill at this point. At least if he stayed in, that is. If he switches out, then it's obviously a whole other ballpark. But if he stays in. So, Water Shuriken goes off. This will also hopefully throw him off of the scent that I am a Scarf Greninja. So that'll be nice as well. So Greninja's getting some more kills for the kill board. That'll very much help Greninja's campaign to #1. So we are very appreciative of those 2 kills, Zeus. So Lando is gone. Now he just has Rachi, Pex, and Greninja. I think my play, regardless, is to actually just sack my Greninja here and just get off as much chip as possible. He's probably going to go hard Pex, though. Which would be a little unfortunate. But, I mean, as I said, I can just get off as much chip as possible. If he does somehow go Gren or even into... Yep, Grape Juice, okay. Yeah, because I can't actually just go hard... There's no way he would go for Toxic. So I could actually just go hard Zard. Now that I think about it. How much does Toxapex do? Let's see. Versus ZARD-X. He would do a fair amount, actually. But he wouldn't kill. Which is the important part. I think that my play still would honestly just be to sack. Because Greninja literally would only be useful if it's Scarf for him, but I can always get a kill with Pharaoh later on. So, I don't mind. Also, maybe if he doesn't heal up for some reason, I can come in with Pharaoh and click Drill Run. So, Toxapex versus Greninja. Perfect. Yep, this is why I didn't want to risk. So, yeah, he's probably just a Spidef Pex, actually, which is really good for us. Not that it would matter much for rolls, but, I mean, it helps a little bit. I'm just going to click Water Shuriken literally until I die. He has no reason to, like, click Recover either. Also, I can actually just come in with Pharaoh and click Drill Run. So, that's also really good. Because his whole team's weak to it now. He would need to obviously burn with a Scald. And if he does burn with a Scald, then that's really unfortunate. But, I mean, if he doesn't, then I actually... And also, Drill Run has a high crit ratio as well. So, I could always just crit. So let's hope for that. Not with Water Stricken, but with Drill Run. Baneful Bunker, that's fine. Yep, that's gonna kill. That'll help him also get some HP back, which is completely understandable. This does reveal Baneful Bunker, Toxic, and Scald though on his moveset, which means he might not have Haze. Baneful Bunker, Haze, Toxic, Scald. Okay. So yeah, he might have revealed another move earlier in the game. I honestly forget. I forgot to write that down in my notes. But yep. Okay, so he's gonna switch out here. Okay, that's fine. He's gonna go to Yuga. This is his Rachi, right? Yep, Rachi. Perfect. This could not have been better. Because versus Rachi, at the very least, I can definitely just go hard into Pheromosa. 4 times. We'll take it. 2 and 1. And then Miltank 1 and 0. Alright. Well, we just go hard into ZARD-X. I just want to make sure that Rachi couldn't kill, obviously. Rachi, Ancient Power. So, versus ZARD-X. So yeah, that wouldn't do anything. I would guarantee live that. I could roost on that. So my Flame Charge will help a lot, and then I just spam Outrage actually, and just click buttons. So I'm just gonna click Flame Charge here. Mega Evolve. Flame Charge. Let's do this. So, this should be a nice few kills with ZARD-X. That'll be nice. This is what I've been waiting for all season, to be honest. Thunder Punch? Okay, he's going for Paris. I respect it, though. Yes, we didn't get parried. Thank God. That was respectable, though. I definitely do recognize, real recognizes real. Going for Paris for a win con when it's important. So I do recognize that. A valid win con, valid win strat. That was arguably his better play. Because obviously he wasn't going to live even if he got the Ancient Power boost. He was a 3 KO regardless. So now if I can get that SD off versus Pex, I should be good. He's probably just going to go hard into Pex, which is understandable. He's going to go Greninja. Okay. Now the question is, can Scarf Greninja actually kill? With Rock Slide. He couldn't. He guaranteed couldn't kill. Perfect. And Outrage would nail us. Alright, let's nail this son of a bitch. Yep, Scarf Grand. Perfect. Makes sense. And this is gonna go fucked. Alright, so regardless though, my Outrage should always put him in range, since I do 2 KO Pex, my Outrage will always put him in range of a Drill Run, no matter what. So, Greninja 0-1. Okay, so I literally just wait, and then, yeah, Outrage, that's fine. He poisons me, so what? That's fine. He normal poisons me. That actually helps me 1v1 him now. Because now I just click Roost. And best part is that I'm not confused. So, thank you. Very cool. Alright, so we're gonna click Roost here real quick. Because now I can actually possibly beat this thing 1v1. In fact, yeah, he literally could never actually outstall me. If he has Haze, I mean, he'll click it. But, he's Scald. Okay, yep, that's fine. So he does a fair amount with Scald, of course. He got a crit, that's why. I wonder if he's Merciless. We'll find out next time, obviously. But I mean, we are still gaining HP back versus this, so I'll take it. Considering that's crit, I could definitely abuse this. Actually, I think he might be Merciless Pex. Which in that case, I mean, props to him for trying to fish for that. We'll find out, obviously, because as I said, he's going to guarantee get the crit every time. No, he just not Merciless. Okay. I'd say he would have gotten it 100%. Because I believe it's a guaranteed crit ratio against mons that are poisoned. So I do need to go for one more, because I will die if he crits. If I keep myself above half, though, I should be fine. So that's really just the benchmark, I guess, that we're going for. And I just click SD once, and I kill with Outrage. I might click one more Roost. But it would be one more at most. Okay, so I should be good to click outrage. Because a crit Scald versus Toxapex plus 12%. Toxapex. So crit Scald would do 58 damage. Okay, so that makes sense. Sword Dance real quick, and then we click with Outrage and kill. So I believe I EV'd to almost certainly take out... This will obviously take out Spit FX, which he seems to be. But even max Fizz FX, we should guarantee kill. Yep, perfect. So, it is what it is. Very good game from my opponent, of course. But there's legitimately no way that he can actually live this hit. Even if he clicks Baneful Bunker here, he will guarantee die next turn. So, yep. Very good game. I had a lot of fun. Shout out to my fellow weeb Zucifer. Links in the description below. You guys should also make sure to check out Garchomp the God. He's the host of the PCL. He's very close to 200 subs. I promised him I would shout him out in this video. This is not why I'm shouting him out. He's a very good friend of mine, very great content creator. I have done a lot of leagues with him over the past year or so, give or take. And I highly recommend you guys check him out. He does a very great job running the league, especially with a lot of the trouble that has happened in terms of scheduling. So I appreciate everything he's done. As a very good friend of mine, you guys have to check him out. I'm also going to have mentioned him in last week's Team Builder, so you guys will obviously see it there. But I'm mentioning it now in case I forget to mention it in this week's Team Builder. So if you guys enjoyed, leave a like down below. Until next week, I will see you guys later when we play Storm, Coach of San Diego Sneasels. Peace out, guys.